Wild Hunt Warrior's Sword. Ah, it's a steel sword. I have a Viper Steel Sword, still better actually. Nice. Oh yeah. We'll go with cat. Let's swallow back on. What is this? I don't know what that means. What does that symbol mean? It's not bombs. Hard. What does that symbol mean? What does it mean, Basil? Huh. It means something. Just don't know what. Anybody know for sure? I have a feeling I can't come back here. What does this mean? What does that mean I can do here? Hey Minnie, what's up? How are you? Need an item from... It's an illusion. Oh, thank you, Rugged. I appreciate that. Maybe I can get something from her in a little bit. Alright, that's good to know. That's probably what that freaking potion icon above Kara's head means. I should be able to get something from her. Thank you, Rug.
Alright, let's watch this message.
Sirel, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one. And above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together, not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything. And if they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground.
Bye,
That doesn't change the
Frecka.
fact
Take it easy,
that
buddy.
we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling together.
Wonder why they split up.
Perhaps because the Wild Hunt was on the elf's trail, and Ciri would be safer if they did.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Kira, if you're hiding something,
But I didn't say.
why didn't you say anything earlier? I told you Ciri had a run-in with a witch.
Well, I had no idea you meant them. If I'd told you something, you would have rushed off to find them. But we needed first to confirm that Ciri was here, didn't we? I shall tell you everything now, of course.
Now, after I safely led you through the cave.
I can't believe you'd think so poorly of me. Perhaps you do bear a grudge against sorceresses.
Can't imagine where that comes from. You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk. Apparently, they stop the spread of the plague in Velen.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Velen, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of trees.
Treats?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Kaer Morhen. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
All good, Kai. What's up, buddy? Welcome back.
Read it. I truly do believe you'll find your Cirilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
Why do we even come?
Mysterious mage herbalist.
The Elder Blood.
What's this?
The potion I gave him. Seems he saw a use for it. Drank it.
Must have burned these notes himself. The hunt wouldn't have bothered.
Meaning he knew they were looking for him.
Whoops. After the white frost. Spiring ash down dreamy hills, past sparkling waters, Tir na La drifts slowly, softly, silently into oblivion. Sage lips blacken, frosted bones quiver before an ice-bound eye can blink. In distant skies I watch her descent. Okay. Introduction to Applied Magic. Magic is the science of harnessing, subduing, and making use of the power of the elements. It is also an incantation of chaos, which is why no one without proper training should ever dabble in any of its domains. Expert mages make of magic an art, but the road virtuously leads through years of practice, study, and hard work, and requires a considerable amount of required inborn talent. Magic was implanted into our world through the conjunction of spheres, and was discovered to be a living, changeable, and controllable being shortly thereafter. The name of the first mage, the one who first discovered this talent within himself and grappled with its power, is unknown. We do know, however, that in a relatively short period of time after the discovery of magic, groups began to form in which talented beings could work together on developing their abilities. This period is usually considered the beginning of magic as a science, and these groups the prototypes of magic schools. The fundamental planes from which one might draw magic are earth, water, air, and fire. In the tome which you currently hold, each of these will have a separate chapter dedicated to it, ordered accordingly to the level of difficulty and danger associated with the element discussed. What exactly is the Elder Blood? According to some, it's a powerful elven curse passed from generation to generation. Those within the veins of the infamous Hen Eclair, flows said to carry death and destruction within them, to sow hatred and disdain in the hearts of men. It was from this contaminated blood that the Illithane prophesied an avenger would be born, a destroyer of nations and worlds. Others claim the Elder Blood is an extremely rare inherited talent, granting control over time and space to a degree of unattainable even to elven sages. Sadly, few bearers of this gift have ever been able to control it in full. This is merely partial mastery inevitably leads to a certain outburst of the power that take the form of unpredictable, uncontrollable, and thus extremely dangerous explosions. Behind the dark legends about the curse of the Elder Blood lies the truth in these tragic cases. For obvious reasons, the bearers of the Elder Blood are almost always subject of great interest in the world's mighty and to the mages alike. The former counted on the truths in prophecies on which an avenger would be born who could destroy worlds and who they could thus use for their purposes. As the latter, they hoped to harness the magic of Hen Eclair to broaden their knowledge and powers. Ultimately, however, all of these plans are for naught. The Elder Blood line broke off with the disappearance of the heiress of the Nilfgaardian crown, Cyrilla Fiona Elin Renanon. I don't really have a cool voice, Rugged. The Berserkers do not constitute a separate clan in terms of blood or lineage. They are instead a family forged by warriors who have heard the call of the bear, and answered it, abandoned their loved ones, and joining the community of mountain dwellers. Not every man who seeks to join it is accepted into the Brotherhood. The candidates must first pass difficult trials, which usually end in their death. Yeah, you should totally do that, Rugged. I'll have to invite you over and have you do all my reading for me, and all your awesome voices you can do. The last trial is the hardest. It's called the Trial of the Bear's Triumph. But few outside the Brotherhood has ever witnessed it, and none of those who undergo it must endure. Quite curiously, the inhabitants of Skillage call themselves... the Skillage themselves know very little about the Berserkers, or Wildkarls as they call them. They do not like to talk these man-bears, not with outsiders or even amongst themselves. Yeah, we'll definitely do that sometime, man. I'm actually being serious, too. Bestiary entry added Berserkers. Botchlings. Alright. Add into the Bestiary.
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
Oh, yeah.
It's an illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nahalani. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one.
Ah.
It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you will think of me.
Thanks.
Aha. Boom. Yeah.
There's something here. Need to use the eye.
Alright. I feel I'm about to find another something over here. Oh, that's water.